sınır.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
Pedri is there, and he can pick it up. Raul takes control of it, and he's on the move. And it's been played through. And a chance! They've scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
24, Police!
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that is a little undercooked.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's on it. Can he get away? Van Bouten with the slide tackle there. Raul goes steaming forward. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Chance to deliver. Balde with the clearance. And he shoots! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Dani Olmo. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Dealing with the pressure. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. A heavy challenge. Kubasi.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Batistuta touches it back. Raul gets into some space. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that has been clubbed away.
There will be 3 minutes.
Knocks it into space. And this is Van Basten. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Well, that is one way to stop him. And we've reached half-time. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are already promptly back underway. Balde. Brahim Diaz is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Brahim Diaz aimed beyond the defence. Van Basten. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Lewandowski, Yamal. Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 59 minutes.
Barcelona take the lead.
Number 11.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And he's managed to get free. Up he goes! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Olise! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He has found a way through. That is a crunching tackle. He can get that clear. Now, can they get him away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's picked it up out wide.
There will be 3
Van
minutes
Bauten.
added time.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He came in hard, very hard. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And he's straight offside. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Lewandowski picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Shot at goal! Brilliant from Rafinha!
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein.
After 7 minutes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Rafinha.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they can counter here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rafinha! Rafinha! Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And the counter is on.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
De Jong. Barcelona do make frequent use of the long diagonal, Jim.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get their fullbacks as involved as possible, Peter.
And what's the thought behind that?
Well, they're the ones who can find those little pockets of space out wide or go beyond the defence on the overlap. It really opens up all sorts of options for them.
Oh, that's fabulous. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Costa Curta. It's run loose here. And they're quick to get it back. He's tried one! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Yamal. And it's Koundé. Dani Olmo. Ball looks a good one. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hello.